Welcome to the My Aged Care video that provides an overview of how to record and update service delivery information in the My Aged Care Provider portal. By the end of this video, you should understand how to add and maintain client service information, record a change made to a client's service information, request an extension to the client's care. First, we'll look at how to add and maintain client service information in the client record. To begin, from the Provider Portal homepage, select the Service Referral tile. The Accepted Services Pending tab displays accepted referrals that do not have service information recorded against them. Alternatively, if you know the client's name, you can use the Find a Client function. Expand the client record from either the Card View or List View and select Add Service Information. When you are adding service information for residential care, including respite, transition care, short-term restorative care, and Commonwealth Home Support Program services, you must enter the service start date. For home care packages, the service start date will be populated once the client's service commencement information has been received by the Department of Human Services. For all service types, you must enter the frequency and intensity of services. You can enter any additional information, such as a planned review date, and select Save Changes. This information will now be updated in the Services in Place tab. To update the client's service information, select the Services in Place tab, expand the client record, and click on Update Service Information. You can update the service information and select Save Changes. You will receive a notification confirming that the service information has been updated successfully. Expand the client record and select View Referral Summary and Client Record. Click the Services tab in the client record. You should also update a client's record when you cease providing care to them. For example, if they change providers or pass away. Select Update Service Information to continue and complete all relevant fields. Ceasing a client's service with the reason of client deceased will change the client's status to deceased and make the client record read-only. You should also include a reason for the change, then select Save Changes. This information will now be updated on the Services in Place tab and the Services tab in the client record. Any unaccepted service referrals will be recalled and the client's access to the client portal will be revoked. We will now look at how to record a note of changes made to client service information. If there is a significant change to a client's service information, it is recommended providers also add a note to the client record. To add a note to the client record, expand the client record and select View Referral Summary and Client Record. You can add a note from the Client Record tab or the Notes tab. If there are notes already present on the client record, they will be displayed. To add a note, you need to populate all fields marked with an asterisk. Once this information is populated, select Save. We will now look at how to request a care extension to the client's care. If a client is approved for transition care or residential respite care and requires services to be extended, an extension can be requested. Find the client you wish to request a care extension for and select Request Transition Care Extension. The care type referenced will vary depending on relevant extension type. Providers can request a care extension for some care types via the My Aged Care Provider portal. Periods of transition care can be extended to a maximum of 42 consecutive days, whilst periods of residential respite care can be extended for a maximum of 21-day non-consecutive periods. Requests for care extensions will be sent to the delegate for approval. You will be required to complete all mandatory information indicated in the extension request pop-up. The mandatory information will depend on the care type the extension relates to. Once completed, select Submit Request. You will receive a notification that the care extension request has been submitted. You will also receive a notification when the delegate has made a decision on the care extension request. That concludes the video on how to update and maintain client information in the My Aged Care Provider portal. For links to additional information and support, please visit the department's website. After reading the department's support material, if you are still experiencing problems using the portal, please contact the My Aged Care Service Provider and Assessor helpline.